Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Saturday the 16th of March 2024, the year of 1,000,000 transactions per second or more. Take custody of your digital assets today at rockwallet.com. Right, let's get into it. So let's start off with a little bit of 365 days of Bitcoin history. However, for those of you who are listening, I have a challenge for you today. And I am a bit ashamed and a bit embarrassed to admit I can't figure this one out for myself. It is doing my nut in. Hopefully somebody can explain it to me so I don't feel that stupid. But anyway, let's just start off with a little bit of 365 days of Bitcoin history. Check it out. Some absolutely shocking things have gone on over these last few days. Honestly, I'm almost speechless. So let's start off with this one. Like, honestly. So Jameson Lopp actually tweeted this out. This is on the 14th of March, so just 2 days ago. He said, if you meet Satoshi on the road, kill him. Literally, speechless. Like, what kind of kid grows up to come out with that kind of comment? When the creator of this system, who has played such a huge and integral part of your life, that you've basically, built your life upon, and you're going, oh yeah, if you see him, just kill him. Yeah, no big deal. The guy who invented the system, just get rid of him. Like, the audacity. Honestly, these are the BTCs that you're dealing with. Honestly, it makes me sick, actually, to be honest with you. That tells you that I would just never ever, I don't like any of the people in BTC. That's the attitude that they've got. It just makes me sick. Absolutely makes me sick. That they would want to get rid of somebody who has created such an amazing thing, unless you're a bunch of scammers and what you've done is subverted his creation, and he will know that you subverted his creation. That's why you want to get rid of him, and it looks like that's what they've done. So no surprise there. But I mean, how can the other BTCs that have been hoodwinked not question comments like that? Honestly, just unbelievable. This was also another article, a very interesting one here. Posted out on the 14th of March 2024. There's a quote in this article saying the whole industry also needs Bitcoin to stay high. As the halvening looms, the Bitcoin miners are also banking on the price of this asset to continue to soar. Well, it's completely speculative. Look at that. So it's literally predicated upon number go up. Well, yeah, because that's all they can do. But really, it should be about the profitability of the miners and the utility of the network. If you've got the utility, the profitability of the block fee is there. And number go up is just simply a reaction to that. It's a byproduct of that, like cause and effect. But with BTC, there is none of that. So they're literally just banking on number go up, which is just absolutely insane. It's only ever going to end in tears. But quite a good article there. I'm not going to read through it right now. So let's carry on. Already did the 15th. So now we're on the 16th. So check this out. So on the 16th of March 2020, the lockdown began on the 16th of March 2020 when this is in the UK, when Matt Hancock told the House of Commons that all unnecessary social contact should cease. This was an attack on Bitcoin to close the economy and prevent the use of Bitcoin should the price of BSV take off after the keys to the Tulip Trust were returned to Craig Wright on the 14th of January 2020. So literally just 2 months prior to this. I think personally they were shitting it, thinking, oh crikey, he's going to dump the market, he's going to flip the price of BTC into BSV. Let's just bring this pandemic forward. And these are the articles. Look at this. The lockdown began on March 16th, 2020. Matt Hancock told the House of Commons that all unnecessary social contact should cease. Absolutely outrageous. So just bearing in mind, this was on the 16th of March 2020 when he told the House of Commons that all unnecessary social contact should cease. So just bear in mind, 16th of March 2020. And yet, check this out. So this is I've got .gov.uk website of high consequence infectious diseases, HCID, and as we go down here, we can see here, as of the 19th of March 2020, so just 3 days after Matt Hancock made his statement where he was saying that all unnecessary social contact should cease. So 3 days after that, it says here, as of the 19th of March, so 3 days after 2020, COVID-19 is no longer considered to be a high consequence infectious disease in the UK. There are many diseases which can cause serious illness which are not classified as high consequence infectious diseases. And then further down here, it just says, the World Health Organization continues to consider COVID-19 as a public health emergency of international concern. Therefore, the need to have a national coordinated response remains, and this is being met by government COVID-19 response. But, as of the 19th of March 2020, it's no longer considered to be a highly consequential infectious disease in the UK. So it's not a high consequence infectious disease. And yet, 3 days prior to that, we're told that all unnecessary social contact should cease. And it's not even considered a high consequence infectious disease. Only by the World Health Organization, who considers it to be a public emergency. Absolutely outrageous. You can see where I'm coming from. And this SPARS pandemic was actually published, checking out, on the 31st of October. The anniversary of the white paper. The white paper describing how to commoditize data and bringing a true money to the world. And then you've got this thing coming out, basically doing exactly the opposite. Whereas a true money would free the world and make the global economy a true market economy rather than a controlled economy. This one was again to bring in a totalitarian one world government and control the world. So you've got one paper offering financial freedom to the world, and then another paper released on its anniversary doing completely the opposite. And that's what the exercise was all about. It's all about Bitcoin. And this is why they brought it forward. So initially they planned it for 2025, but instead they brought it forward to 2020 because of the scaling of Bitcoin. They couldn't let scaling get away with their plans of installing a totalitarian one world government. That is what is going on here. Absolutely outrageous. So there we go. Then also today, on the 16th of March 2024, Paolo Ardino posted, remember the BSV shills attacking Tether and Bitfinex all these past years. I hope they had a good week. Sort of like mocking the decision from the CSW court case. Absolutely outrageous. You know, let's just hope what goes around comes around, you know. So, from that, let's get on to this little conundrum that I've got for you. Check it out. So again, this does actually relate to the court case, as you'll see when we get there. We're looking for January 10th. Here we go. Right. There we go. This is what we've got to look at. So, this is the kind of I'm basically trying to figure out when. So obviously this is a replica of the tweet. So I'm trying to figure out what time zones these were in, because we've got 7:33 p.m. on the 10th of January and 3:33 a.m. on the 11th of January. And let me explain why this is important. Because also on the 10th of January, check this alert, Saturday, 10th of January 2009, and this is posted by Craig Wright, explaining what Bitcoin is. It says, Bitcoin, well, e-gold is down the toilet. Good idea, but again, centralized authority. The beta of Bitcoin is live tomorrow. This is decentralized. We try until it works. Now, the reason the 10th of January is significant is because of this. On the 10th of January 2009, Bitcoin was down, as in the network was down, for 8 hours and 34 minutes between block 27 and 28. Craig stated that his Bagnu network rebooted and only he was mining. He'd driven from Lazaro to Bagnu. He was mining from the ranch before Jan 10th, 2009. So block 27 was created at 6:56 a.m. UTC, and then block 28 wasn't created until 3:30 the following afternoon on UTC. Now, Craig was in Australia, so he was in Port Macquarie. Here he was. So that means, he was on Australian Eastern Daylight Time. So that means for him, the network went down at 5:56, and then didn't come back on until 2:30 a.m. the following morning. And in terms of Pacific Standard Time, where how Finney was located in Temple, Los Angeles, block 27 was produced at 11:56 the day before, so it would have been on the 9th, whereas those tweets are on the 10th. So it wouldn't have been posted. That initially wouldn't have been posted by Hal on PST, and then block 28 was 8:30 on that day. So this is the problem I've got. I'm trying to figure out what time zones they were in, and when Craig might have posted this, because this was Saturday, and where he was, I'm assuming he was in Australia. The Bitcoin network went down at 5:56, so he would have posted this prior to 5:56 because he was occupied from 5:56 till past 2 o'clock the following morning, fixing the network, and there was nobody else mining. So who else? There was literally no one else mining the network. There was no one else mining the network on January the 10th. No one. And here he is on Facebook making this post. I mean, this is, if this is genuine, if this post is genuine, that is all you need. That's all you need, because there was no one else mining Bitcoin. No one else had a clue what Bitcoin was. And here we are, here, telling everyone the beta Bitcoin is going to be live tomorrow. And we know that Hal was the first person to download the software, and he posted out running Bitcoin. So what time zone was it on? If you can figure it out, I would be much appreciated, because it's doing my head in. So let's just have a quick look at the figures. Looks like the price of Bitcoin falling to $84. I'm not really too bothered about that. Look at this though. Look at that. It's 12.3% more profitable. So that means even though BTC has basically got to stay where it is. In fact, BTC needs to get higher. BTC needs to get higher in order to keep the mining profitable. Bearing in mind, we've now got the block halving coming up in just 34 days in BTC, 28 days in BSV. And it's all about the miners. And the miners have got nothing to mine. There's going to be no block fee in BTC. It's all about the block reward. So they're reliant on number go up. And with the block halving coming, it means that the price has to go from $70,000 to $140,000. And there's no other mechanism to do it other than the pumping of Tether, because no one's using it. So, interesting days ahead. However, if Terranode comes on the market and actually comes on the mainnet and starts producing these gigabyte blocks, my goodness, the miners come rushing over because the block fee surpasses the block reward. And look at this, 32, 43, 97, 60, 51, 127 gigabyte block. Loving that. 118, 131. Yep, 131. Wow, so that's the largest 131 gigabyte block on that. Absolutely massive. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin to BTC chart. Yeah, just going down a little bit as you'd expect. There we go. But yeah, my voice was going hoarse there, so I have to stop it. That is a 14-minute show, well, 15-minute. Hope you enjoyed it, and as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.